Hello everybody, I'm Mr. Traub and I teach agri-science here for freshmen at AAEC Estrella Mountain. Today, as you can see, I was in the Boy Scouts. In fact, I got my Eagle Scout and I'm gonna tell you 5 things that I learned at my inside of my Boy Scout experience. So first thing I learned is, number 1, you gotta know your knots. So where this comes into play, a lot of people think that knowing your knots is they're like, well, I can tie a knot, I can get things to stick together. The problem is a good knot isn't just getting it to stick together, it's also so that it's a strong knot, and when you are done using that knot, it should come apart really easy. So when we go camping, we know all of our knots, everything from a taut line, which you can adjust the length of a rope with, all the way to a bowline, which if you fall off a cliff, you can tie it one-handed around yourself. I'll just show you real quick. So if you're at the bottom of a cliff, all right, tie it around yourself, boom, you get pulled up, okay? So know your knots. That is one thing I learned in the Boy Scouts. Number 2 is having water, okay? Everyone goes hiking, especially here in Arizona. We're a great state to hike in, and people bring water along. But one thing I've noticed as I've led Boy Scouts down into the Grand Canyon, into the Superstitions, and anywhere else in the state, is they'll bring water, but they'll forget to drink it. So I always say there's 2 parts to hydration. Number 1, have water. Number 2, you've got to drink the water. Water outside of your body does not do you any good. So as you go around and you're hiking, make sure not only to bring water, but also to drink it. Great. Number 3, be prepared. All right, as a Boy Scout, that is our motto, is to be prepared, and I still do that still today. Some common things I have in my backpack: sunscreen, bug repellent, parachute cord, a headlamp, matches, and of course, toilet paper. You have no idea how many times you gotta use toilet paper. All right, this happened a lot of times. My sister got stuck in the middle of the reservation up north, and they didn't have any toilet paper in their car. They had to get some creative. Anyways, so be prepared. And then the last one, second to last, always have a buddy. The buddy system is something that I learned in Boy Scouts, and that's where you have someone with you at all times. If you're going hiking, if you're going camping, backpacking, having that buddy there, even if you are an Eagle Scout or really good at what you do, is very, very important. That way, if you do fall, you get hurt, something happens, somebody's there to take care of you and to make sure that emergency personnel can get to you at all times. Also, who doesn't like having a friend along? Last thing I learned in Boy Scouts is the phrase stop. This is something that no matter how good you are at using compasses, a GPS, or a topo map, you can still get lost. When you're lost, stop is something the Boy Scouts teaches. That stands for stop, think, observe, plan. That's the way that you should respond in a situation where you're lost, so that you keep your head and don't go wandering off into the middle of nowhere. You're able to get rescue personnel out to you. I hope this helps. Those are the 5 things that I learned in Boy Scouts, and I wanted to pass those along to you.